baby, don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door.
Hello, lovely people. I'm Bia and I'm back with Fearless Expression. Today I will be exploring some fine dining food at an Italian restaurant in my hometown called Papa Joe's. I've never been here before. I don't know too much about it, but based on the menu that I've seen, it does have some great fine dining, homemade, delicious Italian dishes that I am so eager and excited to try, as well as some great pieces of meat that I am also debating if I want to try. I'm kind of stuck with if I want to get an Italian dish or if I want to get some type of steak or something. I'm kind of feeling kind of meaty today, but we'll see how the experience go. But I just wanted to come on as an intro, let you guys know what you'll be tuning into, and I'm excited to share this experience that I'm going to experience at this fine dine wonderful restaurant called Papa Joe's. I hope that you guys tune in to see what is next, and until then, we are going to Papa Joe's. It is very busy here, but we made reservations. How you feel, Javante? Javante, are you excited?
I'm hungry.
Very hungry. So let's get to this meal. All right, guys, so we're getting straight to it. So as soon as we got into the restaurant, or I got into the restaurant, I ordered drinks. We all kind of did. My favorite kind of alcoholic beverage is a Mule. So you see here, I am drinking one of their Mule flavors, which was super good. It was the Kentucky Mule was this kind of bourbon, fresh lime juice, and ginger beer was kind of the ingredients that was in it. I just love Mules. It was my go-to, and I just remember this drink being very refreshing and easy to drink, and for someone who does not drink as often, it was just a really good refresh type of drink that I could probably have done another glass of, but of course, because I don't drink so much, I kind of stick to one glass, and yeah, I move forward. All right, so the next thing we're going to start off is with the appetizers. We all ordered 3 different ones, which here you see the stuffed hot banana peppers. The next one here is going to be the crab stuffed mushrooms. And then lastly, you're going to see the fresh calamari. We all kind of just ordered our favorite that we had on the menu, as well as something different, so that we all could try. And what I'm going to do is kind of go through a review for each one of these appetizers to kind of give you my intake on how they were. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so the first dish we're starting off with is the stuffed hot banana peppers. Now, I really don't care for like stuffed hot pepper dishes, but this was definitely a game changer for me. It was so flavorful. It was filled with Italian sausage, ricotta, feta, and parm cheese covered with a large amount of marinara sauce, which definitely helped balance all the flavors to come together. I really like this because the pepper wasn't too soft as well as too hard. I know I'm kind of struggling in the video to cut it, but that comes more from holding the camera. Even with the cheeses really came together very well, and it was like a balanced flavor with the sausages that kind of was a surprise in some of your bites, as well as with the cheese. It wasn't overbearing. All right, so the next appetizer that I tried was the crab stuffed mushrooms. Now with this dish, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I really wanted to love this dish, but the more I ate it, the more I just couldn't. It tasted like Thanksgiving stuffing with a hint of crab, and the crab really didn't stand out too much for me. Like, it wasn't bad, but I guess I just expected a more seafood flavor to come through, especially with the crab stuffed in the mushroom. And I just didn't taste that. I just tasted more of the mushroom and the stuffing. And I would definitely rate this a 5 out of 10. It definitely was not my favorite. All right, guys. So the last appetizer here is the fresh calamari. This was actually pretty good. Sometimes I don't really care for calamari because some people don't cook it long enough, but it was fried to perfection. It had like this creamy sauce, white sauce that was with it, which was actually kind of good too when you tasted it. Some pieces was a little bit kind of seasoned extremely, but I think it was kind of good to taste like the citrus with the season and the creamy sauce. It all really did kind of come together. All right, so as a part of my entree, I did get a house salad that came with the dish. As you can see here, it's mixed with like spinach, Romanian lettuce, red onions, cucumbers, croutons. I believe it was provolone cheese shredded. And I got their white French dressing. And when I tell you the salad was really good. I'm starting to figure out like the secret white French dressing that some Italian restaurants have is like super creamy and good, and I just really like the salad. All right, so for my entree, I ordered the top sirloin steak. It was a 10-ounce flavored stocked USDA prime steak that I ordered at the restaurant. It was really seasoned, and normally I like to add onions, sauteed onions on top of my steak, which I think really complemented the flavor of the steak as well. On the side here, you see I had a loaded baked potato, which was really good and creamy and buttery with the bacon and cheese and chives and sour cream and butter. I really enjoyed this steak. I actually did. I like to add a lot of A1 sauce, and then like I said, with the sauteed onions, I think that it kind of helped balance the seasoned flavor that was on the steak, and really just kind of made it very flavorful. I'm showing here how the texture of the steak is. I got my steak done medium well, which is not too bloody and not too cooked all the way to wellness, but I think the medium well allowed the flavors to just kind of really stand out and to kind of let those juices flow through each bite. I thought this was amazing. I really enjoyed the steak and the whole meal, and I'm happy that I chose to get kind of this meat dish because it was very delicious for me. Alright, so with the final dish here, I decided to go all out with desserts. I decided to get the cheesecake, which was a rich and creamy cheesecake with a graham cracker and walnut crust, topped it with your choice of raspberries or strawberries. I decided to go with the strawberries because I just really love strawberries. This cheesecake, I actually really like it. I would give it a 9 out of 10. The walnut crust was very different, but I think it was a great balance with the graham crackers, especially with the sauce. The crust didn't get like too soggy with the walnut crust, as well as the cheesecake as a whole was just kind of balanced with it being creamy. Sometimes I think when people say rich, it can be very sweet, and I'm not very much so a sweet girl or like desserts too much, but this was very good. Alright everyone, so this is the end of my review on Papa Joe's. Overall, I think it was a very great experience. This is a nice restaurant to treat yourself to a nice fancy dinner or to enjoy it with family and friends like I did. I definitely will be back, and thank you guys for tuning in to another video with Fearless Expression. Ta-ta.